Hello there, welcome to Eat and Heart today. Today we're going to be talking about tips to choosing a partner. Choosing a partner is one of the hardest things you could do because emotions are involved and it takes a whole lot of thinking and a whole lot of trying to kill your emotion for you to be able to see clear to choose the right man or the right woman for you. So this video is going to be all about steps to take that will teach you how to choose the right man or the right woman for you amongst all the options that you have right now. If you have not clicked the subscribe button, click the share button and like this video. Don't forget to do that now. Take a minute and hit the like button. Take a minute and hit the subscribe button. Let's grow this channel together. So without further delays, let's go into it. Number one, talk to them and listen to their response. This is the best way to judge anybody. And when you are doing this, don't make it look like you are putting an interview in place. Just freely have a nice discussion that you laugh and have a nice time together. Talk to them. Talk about values, talk about everything that lives had to pertain and listen to their response, listen to how they react to you, listen to how they respond to you, if it is genuine or they're just trying to play smart. So be frank about it and listen to them, judge them in your heart and see how they respond to you and how they respond to people around. That will go a long way to tell you if they are right in their mind or not. Number two, draw up a list of 2 columns. This is really very important. This is a trick that has been used for ages now, and I bet you may not have known it. So now I'm going to give you this. Draw up a list of 2 columns. One side should be things you can't compromise on. One side of them, write things you can't compromise on. In that list, you write everything that is so dear to you, everything that is so important to you that you cannot compromise on. You cannot shift ground at all for it. That's what makes your core. That's what makes you tick. And if you compromise on it, you may not be happy in the relationship or in your life. So write out things that make you unhappy, things that you can never compromise on in any relationship. It can be your religion, if you are a very spiritual person. It can be your manners. It can be values. It can be, as far as snoring, there are people who cannot be in a relationship that their partner snores. With respect to those who snore, but it's just what some people cannot put up with. It can be being lousy, it can be a whole lot of things. So if you have things that you cannot compromise on, it should be on the first page of that column that I've asked you to draw up. Write out everything you can't compromise on. And the second part of the list should be, in the second column, you should write out things you can compromise on. It can be maybe the looks, like, okay, I can deal with someone who is not as handsome as I want. It can be height, it can be the finance. Some people can deal like, okay, you don't earn as much as I do. I can deal on that. So you write out everything that you can compromise on. It can be a whole lot of things. You know yourself, you know things that you can look at and like, okay, I can deal with this. It can be from the country they are from. It can be their family background. It can be a whole lot of things that you can compromise on, so it should be on the second part. So when you have that, the third tip you should take, appraise them against that list and see how they fare. Don't be partial, because that is your life that we're talking about. So appraise them, take every list you have written out and check if it matches what you want. So you can appraise them against the things that you cannot compromise on. It can be all you've written. Take it and check if they meet that criteria, if they meet that criteria or they are tending towards meeting that criteria. So you check it if they meet it and you score them. You score them in your book. This is your private book and it's your private life. So you should score them and see how far they do against that list. Then you check them against things that you can compromise on. So if they score an average of like 7 or 8 as against 10, then I think that is being successful. So you can always call them and see if they meet it, and you can narrow down your decisions to see how far they have done. So you score them also against the things you can compromise on and see how you can adjust and make it. So at the end of the day, if you have like 2 or 3 candidates you are trying to check if they meet your criteria, that is a nice list you can use to appraise them and score them. Then you can demote or you can promote them, and you can make your decision within yourself And lastly, don't forget to pray genuinely and be honest with yourself, because as emotions are always involved, you tend to cut corners and you tend to favor a particular person. It can be maybe on their looks or maybe how they make you feel at the time. So just genuinely pray about it and genuinely be honest with yourself so you can come up with the person that is right for you. This is the end of the show. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I can't wait to see you in the comment section and how far you have gone in your love life. Let's grow this channel together. Have a nice day and stay safe.